Now let us discuss the built-in functions with tuple. Okay, so what are the built-in functions of tuple? We shall now let get to know. Okay, okay. So in built-in functions with a tuple, length is one of the built-in function. Max, sorted, sum, tuple, all, any. These are the built-in functions with a tuple. Now let us see what does your length function do. So your length function will return the length or the number of items in the tuple. Max function returns the largest item in the tuple. As we all know that max function will be giving us the maximum or the largest item in a tuple. When I say minimum, it is nothing but opposite of your max function. So your minimum function is going to return the smallest item in the tuple. When I say sorted, it takes the elements in a tuple and returns a new sorted list, does not sort the tuple itself. Coming back to your next thing, that is sum. Sum, it was gonna return the sum of all the elements in the tuple. Tuple function itself, it is gonna convert an iterable to a tuple. That is list, string, set, dictionary to a tuple. When I say all function, it is gonna return true if all elements of tuple are true, or if the tuple is empty. Any function returns true if any element of tuple is true. If the tuple is empty, return false. So just look at the next slide, that is create a tuple. Tuple x is the tuple name which they have given, and I have 3 elements in the tuple, that is 4, 8, 3. What I am trying to do, I am trying to print that tuple x, okay, then unpack a tuple in the variable. Whatever the elements are there in the tuple x, I am going to assign to a variables n1, n2 and n3. Then what I am trying to do, I am trying to print those n1, n2 and n3 over there with the help of your print statement. Later on, the number of variables must be equal to the number of items of the tuples. So this condition must be taken care. That is, the number of variables which when I am unpacking a tuple in a variables, I should make sure that whatever the elements or number of elements are there in a tuple should be equals to the number of variables. Okay. Now, what is the last step? n1, n2, n3 and n4 is equal to tuple x. So why does it produces an error? Tuple x 4, 6, 2, 8, 3, 1. So what it is doing, let us see. Now, creating a string from a tuple. What it is doing, they have created a tuple, that is exercises, and string is equals to join dot tup. The tuple can be accessed using negative index also, that is tuple, then the index number -4 gives the 4th element from the last. Now let us see few more like built-in functions, that is compare. We have a compare tuple also. We have So basically your compare tuple, it compares two tuples and returns true if the tuple 1 is greater than tuple 2, otherwise it returns false. Now so where do we use this tuple? So using tuple instead of list is used in the following scenarios. For example, using tuple instead of list gives us a clear idea that tuple data is kept constant and must not be changed. So whenever we do not want it to be changed at any cost, in such scenarios we are going to use a tuple. So tuple can simulate a dictionary without keys. That is, consider the following nested structure which can be used as a dictionary. For example, I have created a tuple with a personal ID and a name and his age. So that is nothing but a without keys. We have discussed the associative array in your PHP. The same goes here. So what is the difference between a list and a tuple? When I say a difference between a list and a tuple, to say about list, the literal syntax of list is shown in the square brackets. Okay, the elements are enclosed in a square brackets, I would say. But when I say it in a tuple, they are enclosed or shown by with the help of a circular braces, that is braces, normal parenthesis, I would say. But and the say another difference is the list is mutable, okay, but whereas the tuple are immutable. Then to say another difference, third difference, that is the list has a variable length but the tuple has a fixed length. That is, the list size can be updated, like I can add an element to it or delete an element from it, but that is, it can vary, okay. But when it comes to your tuple, what happens? The tuple has a fixed length and its data or no elements can be added up or no element can be deleted. Coming back to your fourth difference, the list provides more functionality than a tuple, but whereas the tuple provides less functionality than the list. The list, coming back to your fifth difference, the list is used in the scenario in which we need to store the simple collections with no constraints or conditions, but where the value of items can be changed. If at all there are chances of changing the values in a list or changing the values of the data, then we should go ahead with a list. But if there is a scenario wherein the data does not get changed at all, then we must go with a tuple. I would say that tuples are read only. We cannot write it or append it. The tuple is used in the cases where we need to store the read-only collections as discussed earlier. That is, the value of items cannot be changed. So it can be used as the key inside the dictionary. Coming back to the last difference, that is nothing but the lists. The lists are less memory efficient than a tuple, whereas your tuples are more memory efficient because of its immutability. Okay, I repeat the last one, that is lists are less memory efficient whereas your tuples are more memory efficient because of the immutability. So that was about your difference between list and tuple, and we have discussed about your creation and deletion of a tuple. Okay, and now just to give an example on tuple indexing and slicing. Okay, yeah, tuple indexing and slicing. Would like to give an example. Just have a look over there. So what I'm gonna do here is, so what do you mean by tuple indexing and slicing? Tuple indexing and slicing in the tuple are similar to list. So the indexing in the tuple starts from 0 and goes up till the tuple length -1. The items in the tuple can be accessed by using the index operator. Python also allows us to use colon operator to access multiple items in a tuple. So just to give an example, we'll just create a tuple